Hey everyone, this is G3 and welcome to the first edition of G3 Plays, where I'll just be playing a bunch of games, hopefully be entertaining, and we'll just see how it goes. This could be utterly disastrous on my part, and it actually took me a while to get everything set up, but here we are. Everything seems to be working. Let's have some fun. And let's play some Mega Man, because I absolutely love Mega Man. And as you can see, we're playing on the Mega Man Legacy Collection here on PS4, which includes the first 6 Mega Man games, Mega Man 1 through 6, all old school 8-bit NES games. And we're going to play the original Mega Man, which a lot of people say is extremely challenging. And I guess they aren't wrong. Anyways, so here we are. We have our 6 Robot Masters: Cutman, Gutsman, Iceman, Bobman, Fireman, and Electman. And we're going to start actually on Bobman because it's actually pretty easy. Yeah, a lot of people say this is a very difficult game, and it's not easy. None of the Mega Man games are really that easy, at least none of the old school games. But I've played Mega Man 1 so much that I've kind of got used to it. There's still some tricky parts, and I'll probably die a handful of times. To be honest, some of the other later Mega Man games, like 5 and 4, I even find more challenging. But that's because I haven't really played those games as much as this one. But I remember first playing Mega Man 1 on the Anniversary Collection on PS2, and it just utterly kicking my ass. So let's play this. So we are at Bombman stage. You can start at any stage. I tend to start at Gutsman stage, but we'll start here for the hell of it. Good old Sniper Joes is what these enemies are called. Annoying as hell. They have a point system, which, why? I don't fucking know. There's no reason for there to be a point system in Mega Man. In fact, I think this is the only Mega Man game with a point system. One of the, I guess, remnants of old school video games at the time. What's really great about this game is not only the gameplay, it's a whole lot of fun, but, God, and I said that as I'm saying it's a whole lot of fun. Fucking shark bomb thing just comes out of nowhere, and I'm not doing too great right here. Scariest thing about Mega Man: the spikes. Oh fuck! Spikes are one-hit kills, and in this game, honestly, can't believe I died on the first level. Shows how great I am at this. But in the first game, you actually have no hit stun if you get hit by the spikes. Usually, in video games, and the exact same thing happened to me again. This is fantastic. This is great. A brilliant start to me playing Mega Man. I actually don't do this bad. This is what happens when you start playing games, recording them at the same time. You do horribly, believe it or not. Okay. I'll make a note to edit that. I probably won't edit it. Fuck. I'm just getting fucking rocked here. Alright, just fuck it, I don't care. There's a life there. I could honestly really use that, considering I just wasted 2 lives, but fuck it, I don't want to deal with Sniper Joe. I have to deal with this one, though. Just jump over him. Fuck it. So this is actually very unique to Mega Man 1, where you have these little passages in between the boss and the stage, where in all the other Mega Man games, you didn't have to go through a little section with enemies or anything like that. Okay, well here's Bombman. Pretty easy, just try to stay close to him, because the farther you are from him, the more likely he is to throw a bomb. Right there. And just hop back and forth. The thing with when you're fighting Mega Man bosses is physically touching the boss will do more damage to you than anything else. So that was a great run of Bobman stage, wasn't it? I didn't totally die fucking twice in the exact same way. To the spikes, too. That's the most heartbreaking thing, because the spikes are, once again, one-hit kills. All right, now let's move on to Gutsman. He's the next guy we're going to move on to. Gutsman himself, not very difficult, but his stage is a fucking nightmare for people who haven't played this game before. And it was a nightmare when I started playing this game. Holy shit. I'm going to curse a lot in case you haven't noticed. I tried to hold back, but then I figured, what's the fucking point? So here's these little conveyor belt sections, and they're really annoying. So right there, you have to jump where the bridge is out. There's no section for you to jump on, and you don't really have much time to safely platform like that. There's basically like no frames of animation of that fucking bridge dropping, so you'll just drop fucking instantly and die. So you have to actually jump a little bit beforehand. Okay, here's these dudes. I'll get hit by them, but they're not too bad. Actually, after that part, the stage becomes relatively easier, and it's not that long of a stage, too. Just hammer away with your lemon blaster, as it's a lot of people likes to call it. Oh, well, I was not paying attention. Okay, we got some health there. That's all great. That's all fine and dandy. Could use that life, but fuck it. Now here's these guys. These guys suck ass because they take a whole lot of hits and they're very damaging. Shit. They have two types of jumps. They have the small jump and they have the big jump. You can't run over them with the small jump. You'll just get hit. So I was hoping he would do a big jump there. Let's. For the longest time, I thought these enemies were called hard hats, but apparently they're called Mets. I thought they were hard hats for the longest time. I think that's what the fans call them. All right, here we are. So, of course, the thing about Mega Man is that after you defeat a boss, you have its ability. So we defeated Bomb Man. Now we have his ability to fire bombs. And Gutsman is weak to bombs. But who isn't weak to bombs? I mean, if we're going to be serious here. So Gutsman's not too hard. Probably the hardest thing is just trying to line up your bombs with where he's going to jump. And 3 bombs will take care of him. And now we have Gutsman's abilities. Not too hard at all. Of course, Gutsman ability is very important. It allows you to pick up certain blocks and throws them. Very damaging to the next guy we are going to fight, which is Cutman. Cutman, probably the most classic out of all the villains in Mega Man 1. I mean, he's the most goofy looking too. Here's a great piece of music. One thing about Mega Man, great piece of music in all the Mega Man games. Of course, I'm a huge Mega Man nerd, that's how I know all this shit. But in Japan, Mega Man is known as Rockman. And of course, he has a robot sister named Roll. And apparently they were going to call the game Rockman here in the States, but at the time when the game came out in the 80s, I guess there was like a stereo company called Rockman, and Capcom could not use the name. I think Mega Man is a better name overall, even though that music reference totally gets dropped. But there's a bunch of other music references. For example, Proto Man in Japan is called Blues. Of course, the blues is definitely the precursor to rock music. His robot dog is called Rush, which I'm assuming is based off the Canadian band. And his rival is Bass, which that's obviously a music reference right there. Or a reference to the fish, but I don't think so. I'll take care of these enemies, not too difficult. Of course, I say that right after I get hit. So this is actually kind of a longer stage for Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1's not very long of a game, but then again, these old school 8-bit games aren't very long in the first place. But because Mega Man 1 only has 6 Robot Masters versus 8 like all the other games do, it's actually probably the shortest Mega Man game, or one of the shortest Mega Man games out there.